Hello guys and welcome to a new video. So today I'm showcasing Harige Satario, which translates to Harige Satario. Don't ask me why he called himself that, but he is currently the #1 player from Belgium and he's using Superdragons, which is something different in this Root Rider meta. So what he's looking for is he's looking for Flame Flinger value at first. And when he can't find anything, he will either use the siege barracks if he feels like he can get a funnel with it, or he will not use, he will use like the slammer or something like that. And then on the other side, he will use his queen and he will use his king for funnel and then spam the dragons in between. And he will use the skellies, most of them for the super dragons, and once in a while he will use it on the back end on, for example, a warden tower or an inferno tower for the royal champion. Yeah, let's go. So the first attack we have is against the one and only Gaku, and I don't want to spoil it, but he's gonna swag quite a bit here, so yeah, let's go. So he also said he doesn't like to go into 2 sweepers. Once in a while he will go into 1 sweeper, but he needs some value together with the sweeper for his freezes. So he's using a Flame Flinger on one side, which is a safe option because there's nothing really targeting the Flame Flinger. So at this point he's just being patient, and then in a bit he will drop his queen and his king on the other side and then spam everything in between. So you will notice in future attacks, sometimes when there's not a lot of damage, like in this case, he will drop his queen and then patiently wait with the drop of his king so that it's not taking any unnecessary damage. So queen is down, as you can see. So he's just waiting a little bit to set that funnel. And then once it's set, he's spamming the super dragons. So Skelly spell to distract the monolith and the warden tower. So using the warden ability early so that all of his dragons are still healthy. So near the town hall now, so he'll be using his freezes for it. And as you can see, the super dragons, they're really strong, especially because most people at this point are trying to defend only the Root Rider spams. So just gone through the town hall easily, still has quite some super dragons left. Using a rage there to get that eagle down, and as you can see, still got the king, the queen ability as well, and there's not a lot of base left. So normally he would be using 1 or 2 of these skellies for his royal champion so that it will get a lot of value. But as you can see, where is this base? Brother, where is this base? Our statistics say that 80% of the people watching are not subscribed. Don't be a sheep, be a boss. Pretty common base right here. So once again, he's going to be using the Flame Flinger at one side or something else. As I said before, in this case, he doesn't really see any Flame Flinger value, so he's using the Siege Barrack to set a funnel. So with these P.E.K.K.A.s only being shot at by the Ground Expo really, it's a good way to set a funnel here. And then he will be using his king and his queen at the other side, and then once again into the back of both sweepers, he's gonna be spamming the super dragon. So here we go. Funnel's pretty much set. Skelly spell to distract the monolith. And there we go. It's looking pretty good already. So almost every CC currently is ice golem. So normally you don't want to lure the CC, but in this case he did lure it. But it's not really gonna be a big issue. So warden ability to keep everything safe, and then using freezes to get by the town hall easily. There we go. Town hall explosion, not really doing that much, and there's not that many super dragons there either. So as you can see, the back end really isn't doing much anymore. He's still got the royal champion, a headhunter, 3 freezes, a rage, and a skelly to help the royal champion. So here we go, Skelly to distract the ground expo. Royal Champion in, and he still has a couple of Super Dragons as well, and the Queen is still alive. Hardly alive, but I think she might just survive this at the end. That's very nice. Nice bonus. So another Skelly to distract that multi-archer tower. Rage and a freeze. Another freeze, and as he still got the equipment as well. So as you can see, again, crushed. Pretty standard box base here, so using that barbarian to check for any skellies or a Tesla or whatever, and then flame flinger, and just be a little patient here once again. So trying to set that value. So I'm not sure if he's going to be going over the town hall or he's going over the side. I would think he's going over the town hall, but let's see, let's find out. He might choose not to because it's okay. There we go. Yeah, so he's going over the town hall. Queen is down, and once again, not that much damage on her. So he's just dropping the queen, and with the unicorn, she's staying fairly healthy. So funnel is set, kind of, and spamming everything in between. So because he's going to be using the warden ability, he's most likely not going to be using any spells here at the start. So there we go. Okay, he's raging to speed it up a little bit, and he's freezing. All right, so he's holding his warden ability a little bit. So he's looking to have everything survive beyond the town hall. So drop the king to help protect the queen. And as you can see, Flame Flinger is still looking good as well. And he's got 2 single Infernos to worry about now, but he's got Skellies down, so they're not going to be doing that much. But as you can see, they weren't targeting the Skellies, so he's using the freeze for the Eagle and the single Inferno. So he's still got the Royal Champion to deploy. Yeah, this is looking good. So Royal Champion down. So soon he's going to be using the Skelly spell to either distract the Ricochet or the single. Alright, not the Ricochet because it's almost down. And so yeah, this is looking crushed already. He's still got a Rage, a Freeze, and a Skelly. Both abilities, so yeah, crushed. How are you liking this video? Will you be using this strategy as well? Let us know in the comments. So this one is a little bit different, but it's very common lately. So we got the very toxic double invisibility spell box bases. Well, not box bases, like anti 2-star bases. So once again, dropping the Flame Flinger. So he used the Barbarian to see for Teslas or Skelly, and as you can see, there's nothing which is able to target his Flinger. So he's just gonna wait a little bit, get some value there, and as you can see, after this it will get the the air defense down, the wizard tower, the multi-archer tower, potentially even the scatter shot, but I think by then he will have started his army already. So he's either going to go over the monolith or he's going to go over the scatter. So depending on where he's going to be deploying his queen, we kind of already know. Alright, so he's using the king first because there's going to be a lot of damage, and he feels like he can get some extra value with the gauntlet by going inside and then have the queen walk around, and then as always everything else in between. So Ice Golem CC with a few archers, so that's not going to be doing anything. So yeah, as you can see, Flame Flinger got a lot of value, and lately most people aren't really defending Flame Flinger because everyone is using spam with the siege barracks. So he's just gonna cruise around to the core, not using anything for those invisibility towers. One already down, and so he's just gonna wait. Alright, this is looking tricky. So he's using Warden ability. So Now he's using a freeze, and you will see, like, with a rage, how strong these super dragons are. Like, you hardly need anything to take down a town hall, for example. So still has the royal champion to deploy, and the only real issue is that multi-inferno compartment and the monolith, and the monolith's already pretty much going down. So let's see where he's going to be deploying his royal champion. Alright, so it's down at the top side, and that's going to be an easy cruise through that compartment, as the multi-inferno will not be doing anything. So really the only thing in his way right now is that king. Yeah, this is crushed. What am I even saying? This is crushed. So yeah, as you can see, really strong attack, and not many people are trying to defend it either. So from one toxic base to another, and this one actually is a box base and also an anti 2-star base with 2 invisibility towers once again. So everything is covering the whole core. So one invisibility tower is covering one side, including the town hall, and the other one is covering the other side. So if anything is going towards the town hall, troops will be standing still pretty much, or they will be going to the other side, and then they will encounter another invisibility tower, and then they'll have to go back. So again, with the flame flinger to set the funnel, easy cruise here. And so as you can see, now there's one sweeper pointing towards the eagle, but he can get a scatter, the town hall, the inferno, etc. with just one freeze. So I think he's gonna go over the eagle here. And with the backhand CC, only the heroes will be luring the CC, and yeah, they're not really doing anything against the super dragons anyways with those ice golems inside. So queen is down once again without the king, because there is not a lot of damage on her. So very patient here once again, and as soon as that air defense is down, he's probably going to be starting his troops. Alright, there we go. So as you can see, he always drops a few balloons first, which is obviously for any black mines or red mines, especially black mines. So using the king to protect the queen a little bit and take down that enemy royal champion. So warden ability early. First invisibility tower is down, second one is going down now. So now he's just going to be cruising over the town hall compartment, and he's just going to tank that town hall explosion. And as you can see, like, these super dragons, they're tanky. All right, so dropping the skelly spell for the monolith might have been a little late, but not a big deal. So as you can see, there's not a lot of base left, and he's still got the royal champion. He's got some funneling, he's got some cleanup troops, and he's still got 2 freezes and a headhunter. So yeah, once again, crushed. Very nice. Once again, a pretty common base at the top of Legend League. So over here he's using some balloons to take down that mortar so that his flame flinger will get some good value. So it's going to be taking down that archer tower, multi-archer tower, Tesla, probably the wizard tower as well, unless he's already going to be starting his dragons. And then in the end they will go towards that air defense and then pretty much pop, but there won't be a lot of damage on his super dragons after that. So soon he's going to be using his queen on the other side, and then once again spam everything. So as I said earlier, he's facing one sweeper, but he once again has good freeze value, so he doesn't mind. So waiting for that queen now, very patient. All right, there it is. So this very first part will be quite heavy with the queen and the royal champion. So he's using 2 skeleton spells there, or actually 1, I believe. Everything down in between, and still patient with that king, because he wants the king not to take as much damage at the start and pretty much just tank for the queen. So there we go, king is down. Probably soon Warden ability. I don't think he's gonna be going over the Town Hall. So let's see, maybe he's gonna save. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so early Warden ability. So he doesn't really mind going over the Town Hall without the Warden ability present, because he knows also that in the backhand with the Skelly spell and some spell support and the Royal Champion, he still has a great chance of getting the base down. So using that baby dragon very nicely, cleverly to snipe down that ricochet cannon. And yeah, there we go. So once again, he's got the Skelly. Skelly's gonna probably be used at a multi Inferno and Monolith, which is not ideal because you have the Inferno, but okay, so he's got a freeze anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I don't even think he's gonna be using it. So yeah, here we go, just swagging it, because why not? Why not? Why not? Alright, next attack in. So the attack is a little bit under 2 minutes. Let me know, guys, what is your fastest attack? Yeah, let us know in the comments. So at this point he doesn't really see any value for his Flame Flinger, and he doesn't see value for his Siege Barracks, so he's just going to be spamming pretty much. And I think this was more of a pray and spray. Like, even the pro players, they don't always know what to do, so sometimes they just try to go with the flow and see if it works. So in this case he's doing just that, and using freezes nicely. Skelly spell added, and soon the Town Hall will open. So he's already used the Warden ability, so he's really banking on getting the Town Hall down and having some at least survive beyond the Town Hall, so that his Royal Champion can clean up. So it's looking a little bit iffy. So King using his ability, which isn't ideal at this point. At this point you would have wanted him somewhere where there's a lot of value and a lot of clumped up defenses, but yeah, so be it. So Headhunter down to get that Queen, not working, so that was not ideal. Royal Champion supporting there, and he still got the Queen as well with the Unicorn, not with the Unicorn, actually Unicorn as well, but with the healers from the equipment. So he's trying to snipe or like distract that scatter shot, which is working but not ideally timed. So it's still looking very, very close, but he also still has the Royal Champion ability. So there we go with the Hogs popping, and this is going to be super, super close, but I think he just about has this. Alright, so yeah, he's got that. Nice. On to the last attack. So Flame Flinger down, and he's checking for Teslas. And as you can see, with already 2 of them being there, it was only logical that there would be another one. So he's investing another balloon here. So as you can see, Flinger will get a lot of value here, take down that multi-inferno. And then he will probably be patient here and then drop the Queen and the King on one of the sides, and then pretty much spam everything between. And already dropped an archer to speed up the process with Dark Elixir storage. So now he's just waiting to get some decent value here. And then he's going to be using his Queen, and then he's going to be spamming the Superdragons. So he's choosing the right side, left side, depends on how you look at it, but he's using the right side. And once again, no King here. I'm not sure why he's not using the King here, because she is taking quite some damage. So okay, alright, so he's freezing here to keep the Queen healthy, because as soon as that Rage Tower would have gone off, like, it would have been heavy for her. So Warden ability early, and the Siege Barracks just popped, I mean the Flinger. And as you can see, the Town Hall's going down with just 1 or 2 of these E-Dragons. And Monolith's being taken care of with a Skelly spell, a freeze, and 1 solo Super Dragon. So all looking really nice. Unfortunately luring the CC, which isn't ideal, but there's nothing shooting these Super Dragons. So in this scenario it doesn't really matter. So still got the Royal Champion to deploy. He's probably watching. He's probably waiting for that Rage Tower to go off. I mean to stop working pretty much. and then he's going to be deploying it on that side. Yeah, there we go. So king still looking pretty alright. Single's going to be burning him down, but he's still got a freeze, so he's probably going to invest one freeze there. Okay, he's not. I'm not sure why he isn't. I think he's banking on his royal champ to get everything, which he will, because he's still got ability, still got skellies. So yeah, as you can see, nice triple. So yeah, I hope you were able to learn something from this, and let us know if you've tried it and how it went. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.